मुनित्रय प्रार्थना। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ नमः पाणिनिकात्यायन पतञ्जलिभ्यः शब्दविद्या संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकेभ्यो मुनिभ्यो महद्भ्यो गुरुभ्यः। In this class, we will continue the Ghai Prachaya Vidhana Sutrani with the 17th rule in 3rd chapter, 3rd pada. Sru Sthire. Ghai iti anvartate. Sru iti dhatuhu. Sru gatau. To go, to move forward. Sru iti dhatoho sthire ityarthe ghai prachayo bhavati kartari. Here, as in the earlier principles, we are imposing ghai prachaya in kartarthe, kartari. Later on, we are going to get bhave and akartari chakarake. Now, up to this, the kartari ghai vidhanam has been continued. So here, sthire ityarthe. Sthire, sthira shabdat saptami. This is nimitta saptami. It is called nimitta saptami. When the cause of using this ghai prachaya on the dhatu, when the cause is to convey sthira. Nimitta means what for this prachaya is being used. What is the meaning to be conveyed? So, sthira ityardhe tatartham kalpayitum tatartham samardhayitum sru gatau iti asmad dhatoho ghai prachayo bhavati. Let us consider what is this sthira. Sthira generally means fixed, but specifically sthira means kalantara sthayi padartha. That means a thing which will last for a long time, but means it exists without deterioration. That is, without getting affected by wear and tear. It exists for a long time. That is called sthira. So, to convey this meaning, sru dhatu will get a ghai prachaya. So, sru plus ghai, it is sthite. Sru rikarantaha, ghai vruddhi nimittam bhavati. So, rikarasya vruddhi kritaschet ar bhavati. So, sru becomes sar. Sar plus a saraha. Chandana saraha iti udaharanam. Chandana means sandalwood. Sandalwood, the branch of a sandalwood tree, which lasts for a long time without getting affected by wear and tear. The smell of chandana, when it is rubbed and chandana is made, sandal paste is made, that the stone on which it is rubbed, it will contain that smell for a long time. So it is called sthira. Chandana saraha means chandanam yat sthiram tishtati kalantareshu. That means achantam sreshtham ichartha. Second example is Khadira Saraha. Khadira is a tree. Vriksha Visheshaha. In English, we don't have a equivalent word, but technically the name is Mimosa catechu, technical name. In Telugu we call it Chandra Vrikshaha. That is considered to be very good. That the cut pieces of Chandra branches, they are well furnishable for doors, for kavatas, etc. For making furniture, it is very useful. So, Acyantam Sreshtha Khadira Buddhag Ichartha Bhavati. Sara Shabdaha. When this Sthire iti meaning, when it is not intended, now it is Kartrartha. Kartrartha Prachaya is to be added. Sarati icharthe Kartrartha Prachaya is to be added. Kartrardheshu itah purvam asmabhi paditam asti trun, trul, truchi. Suppose you make trun or truchi on sru, it becomes sru gets guna. Sartru Rikaranta Shabdaha Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachane Sarta Bhavati. Sarta means the person, a thing which moves forward. Or null also can be used in Kartrardhe. Sru plus null. Null aka adeshaha. Sru plus aka. So this is also, null also creates vruddhi. So it becomes, ru becomes ar. Sarakaha. Sarakaha means a thing which moves forward. A person who moves forward. There is a Vartikam here. Vartikam is equally important. Vyadhi Matsya Baleshu iti Vaktavyam. Srudhatoho Ghai Prachayo Bhavati Vyadhi Visheshe Vaktavye. Matsya Visheshe Vaktavye. Adhava Bala Icharthe. Vyadhi Visheshaha. A particular kind of Vyadhi. To signify that Sru gets Ghai Prachayaha. So, Sara will be the word. Atisara is the name of a disease. Atisara Vyadhi. Dysentery. Dysentery is called Atisara in Sanskrit. That means constantly making feces. Vyadhi Vishesharthaha. Matsya Vishesharthaha. A particular fish is called Visaraha. Sru plus Ghai. Saraha. Visaraha is the name of a particular kind of fish. Adhava Balam icharthe api Sru plus Ghai. Saraha. Saraha means Balam, strength. The next sutra. Bhave. This is Adhikara Sutram. Ghai iti anuvartate. Ghai prachayaha dhatoho bhave vatsye bhavati. Here earlier we have touched this point. What is this bhava of the dhatu? Dhatu is a kriyayaha mula rupam. In dhatu patha we have got dhatu with its meaning also. The meaning is generally expressed in Saptami Vibhakti. For example, Bhu Sattayam. To signify existence. In the meaning of existence, Bhu is the dhatu to be used. So, here, Dhatvarthaha Yena Prachayantena Suchyate Saha Dhatu Bhavaha. Dhatoho bhavaha ichukte, the meaning of the dhatu. Even though the meaning is specifically mentioned in the dhatu patha itself, along with the dhatu, that is dhatu, it cannot be used as it is in the language unless you add a prachaya. So this ghai prachaya is added to make it a siddha prayoga. As long as it continues as a dhatu, it is sadhyam. That means on the dhatu we have to use a pratyaya, either ting or kruta. But here for siddha vishayaha, that is a particular form of the word derived from the dhatu which can be used in the sentences. That is the siddhatvam. So siddhatva prayoge siddhatva ardhe dhatoh bhavah bhavam vaktum ghai prachayo bhavati dhatubhyaha. This is sarvadhatubhyaha anvitaha. For any dhatu to express the meaning in which that dhatu exists, or in which a particular bhava of the dhatu is mentioned, in order to use it in the sentences with vibhakti prachaya etc. So for that nirdesha, for all dhatus we can use ghai prachaya. Sarvadhatubhyaha anvitaha. We will take some examples. Bhavardhe ghai prachayaha. Dhatu bhavardhe. Pachiti dhatuhu. Do pachas pake. To cook ityartha. So, from pachi dhatu, if you add ghai prachaya, pachi plus ghai. Pachi, it creates vruddhi, upadha vruddhi. So it becomes pach. Pach plus a. Now, chayoho kuhu ghinyatoho iti sutrena padasya ante yaha chakaraha bhavati adava jakaraha bhavati tasya kutvam bhavati ghai prachaye pare. Git. Git means ghakaraha it. Yasmin prachaye ghakaraha it bhavati tasmin prachaye pare padasya angasya chakarova jakarova kutvena parivartayati. So chakara will become kakara. So pach plus a, pak bhavati. Pak plus a, pakaha. Pakaha means the act of cooking. What is the difference between pach and paka? Paka is a siddha prayogaha. Pach dhatuhu sadhya prayogaha. So we can use this paka shabda in all the vibhaktis, with all the samasas, etc. So also teja dhatuhu. Teja hanav. Hani means to give up, leaving. Tyaj plus ghai. Dhatuvardha bhave. Tyaj plus ghai. As before, it becomes tyaj plus ghai. As before, jakarasya gakaraha. Tyagaha. Tyagaha means siddha prayoga for tyaj dhatuhu. Tyagaha means sacrifice or leaving out ichartha, giving it up ichartha. This tyaga shabda we can use with all the vibhakti prachayas. Tyagaha, tyagau, tyagaha, tyagam, tyagau, tyagan, ityadi. A third example with ranji dhatuhu. Ranji rage iti dhatu pataha. Coloring ityarthaha. Dhatoho, ranji dhatoho ghai prachayo bhavati dhatuvardhe. So, ranj plus ghai iti sthite ghai bhavakaranayoho iti sutrena ranjescha iti anuvartyamane ghai bhavakaranayoho iti sutrena tatra anunasikasya lopo bhavati. Ranji madhye anunasika nyakaraha. That will get dropped. So it becomes rajji. Rajji plus ghai. Rajji plus ghai. As before, jakarasya gakaraha. Ragaha. Ragaha means it is not just a color. It has got very special meanings. Ragaha ichukte love, passion, affection, feeling, emotion ichadaya. Sometimes it also signifies a sexual feeling towards the opposite sex. धात्वर्थस्य सिद्धता प्रत्यययोगेन भवति. One another point, Vishesha point here is, itah पूर्वम् अस्माभिः पठितम् एकं सूत्रं, नन्दी ग्रहि पचादिभ्यो ल्यु निनि अचः. एतत् सूत्रं पूर्वोक्तं. There we have told पचादिभ्यः अच् प्रत्ययो भवति इति. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः. This पचादिगण, it contains several dhatus. That is also an akriti gana. Wherever the ach pratyayanta vidhana lakshanam bhavati, tad dhatuhu we can include in this pachadi gana. So earlier, whatever dhatus you have taken now, for examples, they can be taken in pachadi also. There ach is vihitam. Ach is the pratyaya we have imposed. Now, anena prakruta sutrena sarvadhatubhyah ghai vihitah. Now, what is the difference? Achi pratyayah pachadi gane ye vartante dhatubhyah tebhyah dhatubhyah achi pratyayah kartrardhe bhavati. For example, pachi plus ach, pachaha. Pachaha kartrardhe, the person who is cooking. Whereas, when you add ghai pratyaya, bhavardhe bhavati, the act of cooking. So, pachaha, achi pratyayanta pachaha, it is in kartrardhe. Ghai pratyayanta pachaha, it is in bhavardhe. So, this is the difference between achi pratyaya vidhanam and ghai pratyaya vidhanam. अत्र एका कारिका उच्यते अज्विधिः सर्वधातुभ्यः पठ्यन्ते च पचादयः. Earlier अच् विधानं कृतं सर्वधातुभ्यः पचादिगणे ये वर्तन्ते तेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः, which that pachadigana itself is an akriti gana. Some more dhatus can be added in that. So already we have imposed achi pratyayah. That is done because anbadhanardham. The first sutra in this chapter is karmani an. So karmani an iti anbadhanardham tatra achi pratyayah has been utilized. Here only for bhavartha sarvadhatubhyah bhavardhe ghai prachayo bhavati sarvadhatubhyah kartrardhe ajadaya pachadi achi vidhanam bhavati. Now we will go to the next sutra. Akartaricha karake sanyayam bhave iti already we have taken. Bhavardhe dhatoho bhavardhe ghai prachaya. Now here akartaricha karake sanyaya ghai it anvartate. Let us analyze these words one by one. Akartari karake kartrukarakam varjayitva anyeshu karakeshu. Already we have explained in karaka prakaranam kartrukarakam karmakarakam karanakarakam apadanakarakam sampradhanakarakam adhikaranakarakam ichadi. So in those karakas kartrukarakam varjayitva, leaving out kartrukarakam, anyeshu karakeshu dhatvoh ghai prachayo bhavati. That is the meaning of akartari karake. Sanyayam ichuktam. Sanyayam vishaya saptami. Sanyayam vishaye ghai prachayo bhavati ghai prachayo bhavati akartaricha karake. What is the sanya? Earlier we have dealt with it. Sanya means what is a sanya vachaka shabda? How it is different from other shabdas? Sanya vachaka shabda kaschit shabda कस्मिंश्चित् विशिष्टे अर्थे वर्तते. It is used to indicate a special meaning. And also tasminneva ardhe loka vyavahare tad rudhaha bhavati. In the popular usage of language, that in that particular meaning it is quite firmly rooted. So that is called sanya vachaka shabdaha. What is the difference between sanya vachaka shabdaha and other nouns? Bahunam nama bhavati yasya saha sanya na bhavati. That means with that word you can signify many things, not a particular thing, not a particular ardha. So yatra bahunam nama bhavati saha sanya na bhavati. That means in English, if you want to translate it, a word which exists in a unique meaning and is prevalent in worldly usage in that particular meaning, that word is termed sanya. On the contrary, a word applicable to various names is called in English ordinary noun and not sanya. Perhaps in English language, sanya vachaka shabda can be translated as a proper noun. The names of certain persons, certain things. Asanya vachaka shabda is generally expressed in English by common noun. For example, kataha, mat. It's a common noun. Now, what is the meaning of this sutra? Kartruvarjite karake sanyayam visaye dhatoho ghai bhavati. We will take some examples. As iti dhatuhu kshepanardhe bhavati. Asyati. Kshepanam means throwing out, throwing away. In this, for this dhatu, ghai is added. Kartruvarjite karake. That means the meaning should be not in kartru karakam, in different karakam. Karana karakam, apadana karakam, ichadi. Let us see with this as dhatuhu. Prasyanti tam. Prapurvaka as dhatuhu. Pra plus asyati. Asyati is the rupam of the lat for as dhatuhu. Asyati means throws. Asyanti bahuvachanam. Pra plus asyanti. Prasyanti. It is thrown for a distance. Prasyanti, it is thrown for a distance. Tam prasyanti icharthe. Pra plus as plus ghai. Upadha vruddhi. Pra plus asa. Prasaha. Prasaha means prasyanti tam. It is thrown to a distance to hurt persons. Karmani ghai prachayaha. Prasyanti tam. Tam is karmakarakam. Karmani ghai prachayaha. That which is thrown is called prasa. This sanya is rooted in the meaning of a spear which is thrown out on others in war. A spear is an ayudham thrown out on the enemy. So it is called prasaha. So karmani ghai. Atra prapurvaka asadhato karmani ghai. Prasaha. Spear. Ichartha. A second dhatu will take for example. Shrivu tantu santane. Tantu santana means stitching, weaving the cloth. Prapurvaka sivu dhatuhu. Tasmat khai prachayaha. This is also in karmani. Prasivyante tam. That is, this particular thing has been stitched, has been woven. Icharthe pra plus siv plus ghai. Upadha gunaha. Pra plus sev plus a. Prasevaha. Prasevaha means a bag woven with a cloth or made of leather, a leather cloth, or a woolen a cloth bag or a leather bag. Leather bag and cloth bags, now leather bags are very rare, cloth bags are prevalent. Previously, leather bags were used even to convey water, take the water from one place to another place. They used to keep the water in the skin bag, leather bag, and carry. So that is called prasevaha, karmani ghai. Aharaha iti word. That's quite common word. Aharaha, it has got a specific meaning. Aharanti tasmat rasam ityartha. That means they extract juice from this. From this it is apadanam. So apadana karake, apadana karakarde hri dhatoho ghai prachayaha. Hru dhatu prefixed by ang upasarga. A hru plus ghai. So hru plus ghai, hru gets vruddhi. Har bhavati. Har plus a, haraha. Aharaha. Ahara means a particular thing from which juice is extracted. For example, you say madhuraharaha. Madhuraha asau aharasya. Madhuraharaha. Sweet substance. Takshasilaaharaha. Takshasilayaha sambandhi araha. Aharaha. Aharaha available in Takshasila town. Takshasilaaharaha. So this ahara shabda, it is hrudhatoho ghayanta prachaye aharaha apadana karakardhe bhavati. Then akartari iti used here. So kartrubhinnardhe eva ghai prachayo bhavati. Suppose it is kartrubhinnardha. Kartrubhinnardha nasti kartrardhe bhavati chet. Another prachaya already spoken or to be spoken in future, that will be applied. For example, mishra dhatu will take. Mishati asau. Misha spardhayam. Spardha means contesting, rivaling, contending ichartha. Sometimes it also means just looking helplessly icharthe api. So, mishati asau. This particular animal, mishati, kartradhe. Mishati means it looks at others helplessly, or it contends with its rivals. It contends with peers. In that meaning, mishadhatoho ghai pracheha nabhavati. Because this is kartradhe. So, mishadhatoho kaha pracheha bhavati? Purvamuktam. Mishra plus ach. So, it gets guna only. Meshaha. Meshaha means generally it is called, it is sanya shabdaha. Mesha is the name of a particular animal. A sheep is called Meshaha. Generally, sheep they fight each other. Or sometimes when men come and control it, they look on helplessly. Just like an innocent person looks, because it cannot resist him. It looks on helplessly at persons. So it is called Meshaha, a sheep icharthaha. Another example is for this kartradhe, bhru dhatuhu, bibharti asau. Bhru means bharani, carrying the burden. He carries the burden. Iti kartradhe, bhru dhatoho, kartradhe prachayaha. Kartradhe generally truchi prachaya is used. So bhru plus truchi. Bhru gets guna. Bhar plus tru. Bhartru. Prathama vibhakti ekavachane bharta bhavati. Bharta is supposed to bear the bharya. It is the system of olden times. In modern times, sometimes it becomes reverse. The bharta is supposed to, the duty of a husband is to bear the burden of a bharya. That is to look after the bharya. So bibharti asau iti kartrarthe bharta atra ghai prachayah na bhavati truchi prachayah bhavati, because it is kartrarthe. Now another point we have to note is sanyayam ichuktam asanyayam ghai prachayo na bhavati. Example is, we have taken as asanya common noun kata. Kata means mat. Kartavyah kataha. Kata is the not sanya shabdaha. It is common noun. So here kru dhatoho karmani. Karmani karake eva bhavati. Kru dhatoho karmani tavya prachayah bhavati. Kartavyaha. Kataha iti visheshanam tasya. Kartavyaha ityasya visheshanam. A mat that is to be made ityartha. The point here is, here akartarthe bhavati. Akartari cha karake bhavati esha prayogaha. Kintu sanyayam na bhavati. That is why kartavya shabda is taken here. Ghai na bhavati. That means if ghai is employed, kru plus ghai karaha bhavati. Karaha will not be used in this sense. Kartavyaha is to be used. Now sutre akartari cha karake sanyayam ichuktam. Atra chakara is taken. This chakara is interpreted by grammarians for sanya vyapichararthaha. Akartari cha karake sanyayam ichuktam, because the chakara is used. Chakara means also. This also means asanyardhe api. Sometimes when it is not a sanya, there also this prachaya can be used on dhatus. Asanyayam api akartari karake ghai bhavati ichartha. Example is kaha bhavata dayaha iti vakyam. Atra dayaha iti example. Dane is dhato karmani ghai. This is not sanya. Da plus a. Ghai is a. Ato yuk iti, because it is akaranta dhatu, yugagamaha bhavati. Da plus yu plus a. Dayaha. That which is gifted is chartha. Gift. What is that gifted by you? Kaha bhavata dayaha. Dayaha iti prayogaha asanyayam ardhe. So asanyayam ardhe api dhatubhyah akartari cha karake icharde ghai prachayo bhavati. Another example is labhaha. Labha dhatuhu. Labha praptau. Labhaha. Labhaha, this is benefit received. Benefit which has been received. Labhyate iti labhaha. Tasmat karmani ghai. Labdhatoho karmani ghai. Labh plus a. Upadha akarasya vruddhihi. Labh. Labhaha. Labhaha iti prayogopi asanyayam ardhe bhavati. Now here akartari cha karake ichuktam. Here this akartari word can be interpreted in two ways. Akartari means kartrukarakam varjayitva itarakarakesu. That is also already this meaning is taken in the first sutrardha. Adhava in another way also that can be refined. Kartrubhinnam yatkinchidapi akartari. So in the first ardha, in the first meaning, kartrukarakam varjayitva anyeshu karakesu, in this meaning it is paryudasaha. That is the exception implanted in the sutra itself. That is called paryudasa. So akartari sanyayam bhavati. Here akartari cha karake ichuktatvena atra kartrukarakam varjayitva iti kevalam kartrukarakam has been accepted from this general rule. But when you take this meaning, what will happen? Karake iti word, it becomes unnecessarily used. Shabdagrahanam vyardham bhavati. Why? Akartari cha sanyayam iti sutram bhavet. Because akartari cha karake iti karaka shabdagrahanam krutam it krutva, atra in the second meaning also, that is kartrubhinnam yatkinchidapi, that also can be taken. So kartrubhinnam yatkinchidapi iti prasajya pratishedhaha bhavati. Prasajya pratishedhardhe bhavati. What is this prasajya pratishedha? Pratishedha is barring. When a particular usage of pratyaya already has been stated in earlier principle, when that is barred, it is called prasajya pratishedha. So, akartari, if you take in prasajya pratishedha artha, then this is a certain thing which has been, which is indicating that this nai samasaha, akartari iti nai samasaha, this also can be interpreted in prasajya pratishedha icharthe. For example, if you take another sutra, you will find adecha upadeshe asiti iti ekam sutram vartate. We are going to get what is the meaning of this sutra? Upadeshe dhatu upadeshe upadesha sthitau dhatoho dhatuhu ejantam bhavati chet. H means ekara, okara, aikara, aukara. Ejantam bhavati dhatuhu asiti prachyaye tasya adeshaha at bhavati. Ekarasya, okarasya, aikarasya, aukarasya cha adeshaha akaraha bhavati. When asiti iti atra nai samasaha uktaha prasajya pratishedhardham prasajya pratishedhardham api nai samaso bhavitum arhati iti jnapanardhameva etad uktam. What is the meaning of this in respect of this adecha upadeshe asiti? Siti bhinne prachyaye pare echaha atvam bhavati. Siti prachyaye pare atvam na bhavati. Prasajya pratishedha. If you employ this principle on a particular dhatu, ejanta dhatu, let us take for example glai dhatu. Glai harshachyaye. Harshachaya means getting worn out, getting tiresome, like that. So glai with ship dhatu, ship prachaya. Glai plus shap. Glai plus a plus ti. Atra aikarasya akare pare aikarasya ayadesho bhavati. Glayati iti rupam bhavati. If you employ a pratyaya which is not sip, for example, you will take ta pratyaya, it is not sip. So when you fix, when you use ta pratyaya after glai dhatuhu, what will it become? Glai plus ti. Atra adecha upadeshe asiti iti atra tasya avakashah bhavati. Glai becomes gla. Aikarasya akaradesha. Gla plus ta. Ta gets nistato naha. Ta becomes substituted by na. So glata will become glanaha. So this when you suffix a pratyaya which is different from sit, this atvam bhavati, which is sit, atvam na bhavati. Now we will go to the next sutra. Parimanakhyayam sarvebhyaha dhatubhyaha ghai iti vartate. Sarvebhyaha dhatubhyaha ghai prachayo bhavati. Parimanakhyayam. Parimana means measure. a word indicating a measure. This shabda is emanating from ma dhatu, ma mane, adava mang mane. From that dhatu, mana shabdaha. Mana means a measure, counting, weight or length, ichadayaha. Measuring of the weight or measuring of the length, measuring by count of numbers. It is called mana. Parimana also same meaning. Parimanam uchyate yat tad parimanakhya bhavati. Akhya means uktihi, vachanam. Parimanardha vachanam ichyarthaha. Parimanardha vachanam yatra vaktavyam bhavati parimanakhyayam gamyamanayam sarvebhyo dhatubhyah ghai prachayo bhavati iti sutrartha. Let us take a practical example. Chi dhatuhu. Chi chayane. Chayanam means selection. Nipurvaka chi. Parimanakhyayam. Nipurvaka chi dhatoho ghai prachayah. Purvam ikarantebhyah dhatubhyah. It has not come in the previous sutras. It will come later. Ikaranta dhatubhyah e rachi iti sutrena achi prachayo bhavati. This is purastad apavadaha. Acham badhitva atra ghai eva bhavati. So ni plus chi. Ni is upasarga. Chi is dhatuhu. Ni purvaka chi chayane iti dhatoho ghai prachayah. So ni, chi and ghai. Iganta lakshana gunaha kriyate. Atra iganta lakshana vruddhi kriyate because it is ghai. So ni chai plus a ayadeshaha nichayaha. This nichayaha means rasi kriyate. Rasi kriyate for measuring the volume. Ekaha tandula nichayaha iti arthaha iti udaharanam. Tandula nichayaha means tandulanam rasi. The measuring of tandula rasi. It is called tandula nichayaha. One heap of rice grains. Heap is the measure of heaps. That is one heap, two heaps like that. Ekaha tandula nichayaha. Dvau tandula nichayau ichadi. Of course, this nichaya shabda, we have taken ni upasarga. Instead of that ni upasarga, we can take nis also. If you take nis, nispurvaka chi, nischayaha iti bhavati. Nischayaha, nichayaha, same meaning. Nispurvaka pung pavane iti dhatum svikurmaha. For another example, tasmadapi ghai prachayo bhavati. Nis plus pu plus ghai. Pu means pavane. Pavanam means shodhanam, cleaning process. Nis plus pu plus ghai. Iglakshana vruddhi. Pu becomes pau. Pau plus a. Avadeshaha. Nishpavaha. Nis ata sakarasya sakaro bhavati. Id ud upadhasya cha aprachayasya iti visarjaniyasya sakarasya satvam bhavati. So it becomes nishpavaha. Ekaha nishpavaha. Dvau nishpavau. For example, shurpa nishpavaha iti prayujyate krushikaryesu. In agricultural operations, nishpavaha is the word used. Shurpa nishpavaha. Shurpa nishpavaha means shurpena nishpavaha. Nishpavaha means shodhanam, cleaning. Agriculturists, what they do in olden times when this modern equipment was not available, they were using a particular instrument, shurpaha. Shurpaha, it is English, winnowing basket they say. In Telugu we say chata. So what they do, they collect the crop grains in a particular winnowing basket and they go on cleaning up. So all the outside articles like dust particles, other particles, they get out. They are thrown out. So the pure grains will remain in the winnowing basket. So that is called nispavaha, shodhanartham. Ekaha nispavaha, one nispava. Such the measure of grains, when one particular winnowing basket is used and made a collection there, that is one nispavaha. Dvau nispavav. When the shodhanam is done second time, it becomes a second measure. When the shodhanam is done third time, it becomes three nispavaha. So this is also a measure, a word conveying measure, kolata or manam. So it is a mana, parimana vachaka shabdaha. Another dhatu will take kriu vikshepe. Vikshepa means scattering, dispersing, casting. Kriu plus ghai. Here also we get vruddhi. Kru becomes a kar, karaha. This is also parimanakhya. Dvau karau, trayaha karaha iti. Kara also is a word carrying the meaning of parimana, that is measuring, a measurable unit. Trayaha karaha. This actually, this kru vikshepe, this is rukarantaha. Rudor up iti tena sutrena anantara sutresu up vidhanam kritam. So that anantara aprachayam badhitva atra ghai vidhiyate. Ghai vidhi, now ghai vidhi, we have already taken up some sutras. This is going to continue up to 55th rule. Then after ghai vidhi, ach vidhi will come, 56th rule. And then up vidhi will come as the next rule, 57th rule. So this ghai is preventing ach vidhi, and also it is not supposed to prevent up vidhi. Purastad apavada nyayaha vartate. Purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante nottaran iti. Generally, ghai is supposed to bar ach vidhi only, not the anantara vidhi, that is up vidhi. But here, in this particular sutra, this kara shabda, it has been obtained by preventing that anantara vidhi also, that is up vidhi also. This parimana vachaka, when you use in strilinga shabdaha nabadhyante ghai prachayena. Example, tilochittihi, tilanam uchittihi, a collection of sisemams, a measure. So uchitti is a word carrying the meaning of a measure. Silanam uchittihi. Atra uchitti shabde tin prachaya is added for parimana vachaka. So here ghai is not added. So silo chittihi evameva prasuti shabdaha. Here also tin prachaya is added. So this ghai prachaya will not prevent tin prachaya. So prasuti also a particular word in the meaning of measurement. Dve prasuti. Ekaha silochitti, eka tilochittihi, dve prasuti, ichadayaha. Now in this sutra we have used parimanakhyayam iti. Suppose it is not parimanakya, then chi prachaya will not get ghai. It will get ach prachaya. E rach iti sutrena. Ikarantebhyaha dhatubhyaha ach prachayo bhavati bhavardhe. So, nisprasu chi, nispurvaka chi chayane, ach prachaya yogena, ni che plus a bhavati, nisprasu che plus a bhavati, che plus a, it gets guna, lagupada guna. So, chayaha, chi becomes che, by Laghupada Guna, Ekarasya Akara Yogena Ayadesho Bhavati. So you get the word Chayaha, Nishchayaha. Nishchayaha means not Parimanakhya. This is not Parimana. Determination is Charthaha. Measure meaning is not there. Here, Parimanakhya ichuktam. Parimanam uchyate etena ichartha. Atra akhya iti grahanam with a particular intention that has been taken. It is said akhya grahanam rudhi nirasardham. Rudhi nirasardham. That is to prevent rudhi vachaka shabdaha. That means only rudhivachaka shabdaha, rudhyardhe, parimana vachaka shabdaha eva na grahitavyam. You can take other shabdas also. For example, rudhivachaka shabdesu prasthaha, adhakaha iti shabdo vartete. They are fixed in the meaning of measurement. So, not only prastha, adhaka, ityadi shabdaha, but kevala parimana matrardhepi shabdaha guhyante ityardhe tat akhya grahanam krutam. Let us take up a vartikam in this sutra. Dara jarau kartari ni lukcha. Dara jarau. They are the dhatus with nich prachayaha. Dhru vidarani. Vidaranam means breaking, cutting asunder. Vidaranardhe dhru dhatoho nich prachaya kim bhavati? Dari bhavati. Dhru plus nich. Dari bhavati. Breaking ich ardhaha. Tasmad dhatoho kartrardhe ghai prachayo bhavati. Another vishesha there is ni ichasya luk bhavati. This nich will get dropped. So, dar dhatoho ghayante dari plus ghai. When nich is dropped, it becomes again dara. Dar plus ghai. Because ikara is eliminated. Because of ikara, this dar becomes dar. Ata ubhada vruddhi. So when ni is dropped, it becomes dar. Dar plus ghai. Ghai gets punaha upadha vruddhi. Dar bhavati. So dar plus a. Dara. Daraha iti prayogaha. Daraha means wife. Nitya bahuvachananta pullinga shabdaha. Bharya ityardhe. How this dara shabdaha, how this has been formed? This is from dar dhatoho ghai prachayantena. What does this mean? Bharyaha vidaranam kurvanti ityarthaha. Bharyaha vidaranam kurvanti. The wives are supposed to break. What do they break? Muktidvarani darayanti. That means when a person is a single, not married, he is not supposed to get moksha automatically. When he does some good things like yajnas, along keeping his wife alongside, then he becomes fit to enter moksha. So without wife's help, without wife standing by his side, he is not supposed to break the doors of mukti. So bharyas will make the husbands to break the doors of moksha and enter heaven. That is the old belief. So the men are supposed to enter grihasthashrama, not for the sake of sexual enjoyment, but to get allowance for heaven. When he is supposed to do yajna karyas, any good karya a man is supposed to do, keeping his wife along with him. So the presence of wife makes him enter the heaven. So that is called, that is in the sense Daraha Bharya. Another Shabda, Jara Dhatuhu. Jari, Jru Vayohanau. Vayohani means destroying the age, becoming aged, becoming worn out. Jru iti nichi, Jari bhavati. Tasmat Ghai Prachayah. Ghai and Nich Prachayah. Nich Prachayantena Ni Ichasya Luk bhavati. Jari madhye, when Ni is dropped, it becomes a Jar. So, Jara plus Ghai. Upadha Vruddhi. Jaraha bhavati. Jaraha, generally Jaraha, Sanyardhe, touts are called Jaraha. Touts of sexual union. That means a Jara is a tout. He makes the love relationships. He takes the message from the woman and carries the message to the man and makes their union possible. So they are called touts, touts of sexual union. So they are called jaras. By the how it is connected with the jar dhatu, jar means vayohana, destroying. That means he is destroying the sanctity of the lady. He is destroying the sanctity of the lady by bringing another man to unite with her. So he destroys Ichyardhe Jaraha. Now, with this sutra, we will come to the end of our lesson. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.